Hi everybody, it's Maureen here again. This video that I've made for you guys is a very basic beginner level 25-minute long mat class. Please remember to stop, take breaks, rest, modify if you need to. If you have any injuries or limitations, please work around them. I'm going to be putting together some more videos coming up in the next couple of days so that you guys can keep moving at home, and they will be posted to the website so that you guys can enjoy them. And please stay safe and please stay healthy, and I'll see you all soon. Bye. All right, this is our fundamental mat class. We're going to begin lying back on our spines in supine position. Take your arms straight up into the air. Feet are parallel. And all we're going to do is take our arms and reach back slightly. Big inhale. And as you exhale, bring the arms forward, lift the head just a little, and look down at your fingertips. We're going to repeat that 4 times. Inhale, reach back. Keeping the tummy nice and tight. Exhale, curl up. Look at your feet. You're keeping the spine on the carriage, on the mat. And you're pulling the spine down into the mat as you curl up. Try not to strain the shoulders. 2 more, big breath here. Feel the neck get longer as you reach back, and then exhale, curl it up. Pulling that tummy in, drawing it in to the spine. Last one, we're going to take it. And this time as we curl up, we're going to remain up. And your arms are going to lift and lower, just nice and easy. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Pat the ground, pat the ground. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the arms go up and then the head goes back. And you just take your arms out wide, letting them reach across the room, and you can turn your neck gently from side to side. Just a few times. Take all the tension out of the neck. And then when you bring your arms up again, we have the option now to repeat the whole exercise in tabletop. Now you don't have to lift the legs, you can leave them where they are, but we take the arms back, big inhale. And when we bring them forward, lift the head and curl. Feel that back stay affixed to the floor, inhale. And as you pull up and in, you squeeze the tummy through the spine into the mat. 3. And big breath. Nice long arms reaching out your fingertips. And last one. And on this one, you stay up. Keep that chin down and you pat the arms up and down. So I'm trying to keep reaching forward, keep pulling my tummy in, and squeezing my legs together. 4, 3, 2, 1. The arms go up. Once the head's on the floor, split those arms nice and wide. You can put your feet down one at a time. And again, just roll the ears from side to side. Take any tension out of your neck that likes to creep in. All right, so we're going to do one more set of these. The knees come into tabletop. And if you want to make it even more challenging, you can extend the legs up to the ceiling. Arms come up, and we inhale back. And we exhale, curl it up. Try and breathe through the movement. Squeezing those legs together. Feeling the length in your spine when you reach back. Feeling the squeeze of your abdominals when you curl forward. Last one. And now we remain up and we pat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those knees to tabletop. And as the arms lift up, you open the chest wide. So before we turn the head, put the feet down, get them nicely placed on the floor, so that when you turn the head, it's the only thing that moves. And you can really feel those shoulders relax into the floor. Very nice. Okay, we're going to take the arms up again. And this time when we curl, inhale, exhale up, we're going to go faster with the arms. Take it back. Feel those rib cages accept. Oh, they're nice and tired right down into your pelvis. And take the arms out for the last time. Turning the head. And turning the head. Now we're going to leave the arms out here wide and relaxed. And we're just going to pick up our right leg into tabletop. Make sure your thigh comes right above your belly and doesn't swing open. And then it's just a nice easy foot flexion and you touch the heel to the floor and pull the knee up, exhale. Now as you let your leg go down and up, you're not moving from the knee, you're trying to move from the hip bone down and pull the whole thing up and stop. So the abdominals across your hips squeeze in as your knee comes up. 2, and up, and 1. And up. Now we can put that foot down and lift the other knee up. Again, check the placement. You don't want any twisting in the pelvis. And now you flex the foot, arms wide. You just touch the floor and pull the whole leg up from the hip bone. So it's the thigh that goes away and the thigh that gets pulled up. So we're moving from this point here in the cheek. Inhale. And pull the tummy in as you exhale. So you're trying to squeeze down with your core to help lift the leg up. 1 more. And this time when you lift the leg up, you're going to leave it up there and you're going to take your other foot and just put the heel on the ground. So now we're going to alternate our legs. So when they come up, they pass each other, and they go down, they pass each other. So it's the same movement, but now made a lot more challenging by having both legs moving together. Inhale, exhale. Again, you want to imagine you're doing this in quite a narrow space, so the knees come right above your torso. Inhale, exhale. 3, and 3. 2, and 2. 1, and 1. Now finish with the knees up, and you can just grab around the thighs and let the legs drop, releasing all the tension out of the hip flexors. Now I like to roll my knees around a few times. Just feels good on the below back and around the other way. Okay, now we're going to take those legs straight up to the ceiling, and as they go up, flex the feet. The legs open a little, and then a little more, and then a little more, and then they shut together. 3, 2, 1, and out. Remember to soften the knees a little if you feel the need. If you can do it with fully extended legs, just don't let it strain your back. And we've got 4, and 4, 4, and in, 3, 3. My legs are parallel as they open. 2, 2. My tummy pulls in, each 1, and 1, 1, 1, 1. Now I'm going to bend those legs to tabletop. Keep my feet touching in the front and just open and shut my knees. Like a little butterfly wing, fluttering. The toes stay tapped together. The shoulders stay down. So we're working the inner thighs, and we're working the rotators inside the hip bones, letting them rotate and swivel. Mobility in the hips. Twist it back in. 4, exhale, feel the tummy drop. 3, exhale, pull the tummy down. 2, and 1. Now we're going to leave the legs squeezed together, And now roll to the right, lifting your left cheek. Just a little off the floor. Your knees stay squeezed together. Now see if you can flex and point those ankles, just so that you feel the connection through the legs all the way to the end of your body. One more time. And when you bring it back to the middle, check that your shoulders are relaxed and your arms are long. Now we twist it up over, just very slightly, don't try to over twist. My knees stay together, and then it's just that ankle isolation, pulling the tummy in, keeping the neck long, looking straight up at the ceiling. 3 and 2, exhale, 1, and then we bring it back to the center. Let's repeat that entire sequence again. Legs go up, but this time we're going to bring the hands behind the head, and we're going to curl to look at the thighs. Flex the feet. So it goes 1, 2, 3. Try not to pull on your neck, just let your head rest in your arms. 3, but you're looking through the thighs and sucking the tummy in deeper. 3, and squeeze. Remember to bend those knees slightly if you need to. 3, 3, 3, and 2, 2. Nice tight core to shut the legs, and 1, 1, 1. Right here. The legs bend. You can let the head go down just for a little rest, and then curl it back up again so that you're looking at your thighs as they open and shut. Squeeze the legs together, exhale, pull the tummy in. So you're trying to pull the belly out of the way so that the thighs can squeeze against each other. 4, 3, see that mobility in the hips. 2, and 1. And then we take the head back, open the arms up, and we're going to do our little twist over to the right. Again, don't try and twist too far. You're just lifting the bottom a little bit, keeping your ribs and shoulders attached. And it's just the ankles. So you just want to kind of feel where your legs end, right out there at your pinky toes. And then you exhale it to the middle, relaxing the back, and up and over. Little slight twist, exhale, and then inhale, exhale. Trying to keep those legs glued together, and the shoulders heavy on the floor. Last one, we bring it back to the center. And once we're in the center, we can just put the feet down on the floor. And let the legs fall open. Let them have a little kind of crash bang wallop out there. So you're easing all the tension that might have gone into the hip flexors. And you should feel those abdominals happily relaxing onto the ground. All right, so we're going to do one more exercise here on our back. We're going to roll up into our pelvic curl. Feeling the pelvic scoop up at the end, and then lifting the bottom just a tiny bit. Now the arms are going to come underneath you. You should be able to wipe the floor underneath you. Just lift the bottom up just enough. And then when you move the hands out the way, you put your bottom back down into that space and roll the pelvis back to neutral. And you'll feel the whole body kind of elongate there down towards your heels. So we do it again. The belly drops, the belly scoops up and under, the pubic bone rises, and that allows you to engage the glutes and lift up. Now you don't try and lift high. You just want to lift up high enough that you can wash the floor underneath you. Just feel the sweep of the hands under the low back. It's like your bottom is suspended in a sling. And then you take the hands out the way and roll down. And make sure when you finish and you come down, you push your energy towards your heels. So you've got that nice open neck here. 2 more of these. Inhale, feel the belly scoop down, dig in, curl up, and it floats up. The lifting should be almost effortless because you've got so much extension. And you've lifted high enough that you can bring your hands under, swirl them around on the mat below you, feel that booty nice and high, and then roll down into it and push through and right out between the knees. One more time. Oh, it's a big giant tsunami wave in that core. floats you up. It's a levitation right here. It's almost effortless. And then the hands can sweep around so you don't have any tension in the neck, in the shoulders. And then roll it down into the floor. Now once you come down here, we can pull the knees in. Bring your nose up to your knees. Try and relax the neck without tensing the shoulders. And we're going to give a little kick and a little roll to roll up onto our sitting position. And now you can scoot the legs back. So I'm now in an upright position. Can't see my head anymore. Open the legs a little and take the arms out to the side. Let me turn this way. Right there. So my arms go out, shoulders down. And I'm going to take an inhale and 2 breaths. Inhale and 2 breaths. Just feel that? So now we inhale here and twist one way. Inhale here and twist the other way. Inhale. So it's a little pulse. Try to keep the legs still. And pull the tummy in. Inhale. Inhale. 4. The head turns. 3. The head turns. 1, 2. I can't count. And last one. And here. Bring it to the middle. Bring the arms down. Now once you've got your arms on the floor, you can pull the legs in and have a little release here. Because your hip flexors can get really tight on that one. And you can always prop yourself up on a little towel or something if you need to elevate the hips. All right, let's just grab the toes. Have a quick little forward stretch. Relaxing the neck. Relaxing the shoulders. And pulling gently from your sits bones all the way through. Here we are. Roll it up. And here we go. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a little mermaid position. Taking the knees. So one leg is internally rotated. Where was I? Down here on my elbow. So you're bringing the arm over, trying to take the ear and close off the distance without scrunching the shoulders. And then bring it around and down. So you pull that shoulder down and you feel that elongation. It's a zippered up feeling here. And again, as your arm comes over, try and lift the ribs up. So you just kind of slightly bow here. And to make it bow here, you have to push up under here. And then around. And you get longer. So it feels like you're trying to pull your head off your spine. And 2. So that bottom shoulder is staying very anchored, very strong. And 1. Now this time when the arm comes over, bring it all the way down, put it on the floor. And you let your shoulders rotate and look down at the ground. Now all the muscles up underneath you have to lift up into your body so you can swivel here. Good. And we just drop the head. Feel the abdominals lifting up. Now we're going to slide that same arm forward on the mat. And as it comes up and over, it turns you back onto your side again. Right here. And the arm comes out. And we're going to lift up and balance right here, trying to get both hips down. Now this hand can come onto your leg. And so when you lift up here, you get a little counter stretch gently. Gently, don't over pull. You don't want to feel any load on the knee or the inside of the hip groin. All right, let's switch legs. Now, if you have any issues with your knees or hips and you can't sit in this internally rotated position, you can do this either propped up on a little towel underneath your bottom, or you can do it cross-sit. But we put the elbow down on the floor, shoulder pulls down, and you try and shoot the energy up from this front foot, straight up like your zipper, comes right out your head and up. And the arm reaches, and as it reaches, you squeeze up with the rib. Now try not to collapse the head here. The head is ear to bicep. And then as it comes out, you feel as if you get pulled longer out of your hips. So this is all about decompressing that spine. Up and over, lifting the ribs from underneath you. And then out, keeping that lower shoulder nice and strong. Up and over, feel the breath. And long neck, pulling out. And one more. This one comes around. It keeps going. You put the elbow on the floor, move the other one back, and then you rotate, try and get the shoulders to level out with each other, and your head drops slightly. So we're trying to take everything that's inside and push it up, out the spine, out the top, like lava, trying to pop out the top of the volcano. Feel that as you breathe, the upper back curls, and then you slide that same arm all the way out and use the spinal length to bring you back to your side position. Hand on the floor helps to lift you up, and as you come up, you want to try and get that hip on the floor, which might not be easy, and you take your hand and grab your shin. So then this arm can have a little counter stretch. And up and over. And we're going to move now onto our hands and knees. Coming into quadruped. Knees underneath your hips. Hands underneath your shoulders. And your belly nice and tightly pulled up. Now if you do need to modify, you can take this down onto the forearms. Just watch that you don't let the back arch. You got to try and keep that tummy nice and tight. Pulled up into your middle. So the toes tuck under here, and this is very small. You want to take the shoulders and lengthen the neck, and on the inhale, tighten underneath the armpit area here, pulling it down towards your waist. And then on the exhale, you put just enough pressure on your toes that your knees come off the floor, just enough to create a hovered position. And we want to lengthen that neck and count as we breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Exhale. Now put your knees down very softly, no plopping down. Uncurl the toes and just drop the elbows into the floor. So you come into a modified or a full child's pose, depending on what your knees and hips tell you. Right there. Now I'm going to leave my head on the floor, slide my arms way out behind me, turning the knuckles down so I can relax the shoulders. And if your wrists are tired after that, give them a little twirl. Do you notice we're taking a little break in between the exercises? We don't want to strain the wrists. All right, hands slide back underneath your shoulders again. And when you pop up, you will lift that tummy up. And you feel how nice and strongly you're pushing into the floor. Long neck, shoulders down, toes tuck under. And we're going to repeat that one more time. Big breath. Exhale, lift the knees. And you just hold it, imagine yourself like a solid piece of rock. A big wind would not blow you over. A big truck ramming into you would not knock you over. And come down ever so softly, allowing the toes to uncurl before you drop down. Listening to your knees, listening to your hips as you fall. If you need to modify and stay up, that's fine. If you're able to come right down onto your head, slide those arms out behind you and feel the breath. And the wrists get their little twirl. Both directions. Both directions. 3, 2, 1. And then we're just going to come and sit on our bottoms in cross sit or modified cross sit, whatever's most comfortable for you. And you're just going to take one arm up and reach behind you and try and touch the floor. Just tap the floor back here. Now your head turned all the way around. And now you bring the arm up. You put it back on your shin. Other arm lifts up. It brushes right past your ear. And then you turn. You want to look behind you, but not down on your chest. Look over your shoulder. Feel the fingers tap the floor. And then up. And bring it back to center. One more time. Up. A little rotation. Mobility in the spine. Long neck. Feel as if you're shooting up, out from the sits bones into the air. And around. And you may notice when you do this that you've got more mobility going one way than the other. There you go. There should be a nice little space between your shoulder and your chin. It shouldn't all be crunched together. And I'm going to finish there for today. Nice, very basic, beginner level mat class. Introducing you to some of the basics of Pilates. Remember to modify if you need to. Take breaks if you need to. And breathe. Thank you.